Well, we're just getting the wander bus locked up and getting our gear on. Haven't got to do any hiking in a while, so we're pretty excited. Fancy's donning his gear. Hey guys, it's Epic, and I'm standing here with Fancy Pantz next to the Graves Creek trailhead. We're actually doing a trail that's been on my bucket list for a little while. As you can see from the parking lot, it is a very popular trail. This is going to be a really exciting overnighter for us. We are doing the Enchanted Valley. That was pretty cool. Right out of the gate, you cross a bridge that goes over a river with a waterfall on one side. This trail is already not pulling any punches, and it's really well maintained right here at the beginning. We'll see if it stays that way. Well, here are all your possible destinations on this trail. We are actually going all the way to Enchanted Valley right here, 13.5. We have only got 2 days to do this, so we're not going to stop at any of the camps before, except for maybe for lunch or a snack. So I'm actually breaking in a lot of new gear on this trip, this one overnighter here. I've got a brand new backpack from Z-Packs. It is made out of Ultra 200. This is my first opportunity to test any products with Ultra 200. So far I'm pretty impressed by it. It seems to be much more abrasion resistant than standard DCF. I've also got the Lanshan 1 Pro tent out here with me today. It's fully seam sealed at this point, and I put an extra coating of silicone on it just for good measure, and based on what the weather looks like, there's a possibility we might need it. It has been sunny for weeks, and the day that we choose to go out and go on a hike, we're getting cloudy and gray weather. It rained on the way in here when we were driving to the trailhead. I'm going to pull a forecast here when I get an opportunity off of my inReach, but it looks like there's a pretty good chance that we might see some precipitation today, maybe tonight. So I'm actually glad I got that tent all weatherproofed. Well, either we're getting close to the first campsite, or they just have random privvies stashed out here for people's use. Well, we're at Pony Bridge, which I assume is right before Pony Bridge Camp. Gorgeous. Well, we're taking a break. This is Pony Bridge Camp. We are just about, I think, 2.5 miles in. Not particularly tired. There was a gradual uphill on the way in here. Nothing really bad, nothing super strenuous. It's been gorgeous all the way in. But we're gonna stop here and have ourselves a snack real quick. And we're starting to get some rain. Fire Creek. Well, we just passed an entire group of teenagers, probably 10 or 12 of them. There was a bus in the parking lot this morning that said Four Winds Outdoor School. It was like a yellow school bus. And I'm fairly certain that those are the students of that outdoor school. With the size of the group, we're definitely going to try and make it to Enchanted Valley before they do, if that's where they're headed tonight, so we can get good campsite selection. So it'll be the young folks keeping us on our toes. Apparently this creek has no name. Wow, the sheer size and scope of this fallen tree is amazing. You're very tiny next to this massive tree. We have ourselves some elk up ahead. There's a big bull up there and several cows. They're moving up the hill to get away from us. But what an amazing sight. Amazing. Well, that was pretty awesome. A whole herd of elk. That is our first major wildlife sighting on this trip, and we're only a mile or two, I think, away from the Enchanted Valley. Well, we seem to have arrived at some sort of gate. Please close gate. Okay. Horse trail, foot trail. We are definitely not on horseback. Rex would love this bridge. Oh man. Don't make a mistake here.
The worst place to put a bench.
Oh yeah. Well guys, we made it to Enchanted Valley. Right out here in the distance is the Enchanted Valley Chalet. We're going to get up there and get a closer look at it. Well, there it is, guys. The iconic landmark on this trail. The Chalet at Enchanted Valley. As I understand it, that used to be a place that you could stay years ago, but it's been boarded up and restricted for a long time. Looks like we got some tenters over there. It's time for us to find a campsite. Well, there are a lot of campers around, a lot of people out here. It's the busy season. Fancy is heading off that direction to scout out an area over there and see if there's a better spot than what we found here. If not, this will do. We don't have a fire ring or anything, but we don't really need one. Typically when we hike, we don't have a fire. If you watch my previous videos, you know that every once in a while we do get to have one. I don't know if he's going to find anything, but if not, this should be good. It is still gray, gloomy, and overcast. We might get some rain, and even if we don't get rain, I imagine that just the moisture in the air is going to make our tents wet. Well, tonight's dinner choice is going to be All-American Works Burger by Packet Gourmet. This is actually my favorite company for outdoor meals. Everything they make, I absolutely love. These are what I get when I want to spoil myself on trail. And this one only requires 2 ounces of hot water, and it has dehydrated ground beef inside, and then it came with a packet of dehydrated cheese and condiments, and then you bring your own tortillas and just make a burger wrap. Oh yeah, so only 2 ounces of water for this meal, which means I probably don't need a full container. I usually put a full, what is it, 30 milliliter thing inside of my alcohol stove, but I'm not going to need to do that at this point because I've only got to boil 2 ounces of water. So I'm just going to like put maybe that much in. I don't really want that to spill. To boil 2 ounces of water. I'll put in more if it goes out. Just kind of, maybe just a little more. But I don't think I need a full thing. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. Normally, I'm boiling a lot more water, and so one of these is just about right. But this meal takes less, which is good. We're going to see what happens here. So I'm trying out something new here, guys. I went to this company called Tortoise Gear, and they make a replacement for the toothpick in these small knives, and they make a ferro rod replacement. And what I'm going to try to do here is, since that's super light, I don't have a lighter with me, I'm going to see if I can just light this alcohol stove, if I can keep it from getting dripped on, with just the ferro rod. Get that out of the way. And there we go. Well, that worked actually pretty good. Talk about an ultralight solution. So Tortoise Gear, guys, they make little replacement ferro rod pieces for these. If it's something you're interested in picking up, I will put a link down in the description below so you guys can find it. And we are at a boil already. That did not take long at all. I gotta pull this off with my shemagh and then pour those 2 ounces of water into the burger mix. Oh yeah, that seems like just the right amount of water here. Alright, now we'll set a timer for 15 minutes. And then after that's done, we'll stir in the, I guess this is dehydrated onions, tomato, and cheese. And then we will have ourselves a burger. Well, it's done. I would call that a mission success. Got myself a Works Burger tortilla. Time to chow down. Oh, well, we've had dinner, sun's going down, and I am tuckered. So it's time for bed. I'll see you guys in the morning.
Oh, well, good morning, everybody. It is almost 9 a.m. and I slept pretty good last night. I love this X-Therm pad that I'm sleeping on. It's so toasty warm. My sleeping bag, I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but if you see the difference in color there, I did get some condensation on it. Down at the footbox, there's a fair amount of water. It did not soak through my footbox, but I'm probably going to have to put something over my footbox when I sleep in this tent. I did get a fair amount of condensation on the inside. That's just something you deal with single-walled tents. I used my shemagh to wipe a lot of it off near my head area, so I didn't get any drips on my face waking me up in the night, but I definitely have a bit of a wet footbox, and I'm going to have to put it away in my bag that way, so that's just an issue that I'm going to have to address here in the future. Time to get up and get some breakfast. Well, we're packing down camp. I'm having my standard milk and granola for breakfast. That's pretty much a staple for me on trail. And look at this view, folks. Yesterday it was all gloomy and misty, but now all of that is cleared, and this valley is just gorgeous.
Alright, we are packed up, ready to go. The weather is so much better than yesterday. It's supposed to be a high of 66 degrees today. 13 miles back to the Wonder Bus. Well, we just saw a couple of grouse. It startled me. Every time I come across grouse, it startles me because they have really loud wings and they're hiding in the underbrush. And right when you get close, they like jump up and fly away. Gets me every single time. Look at that. There's a deer right there. Right on trail. Here's a squirrel. You gonna let us pass? Well, we're coming up on the trailhead now, guys. Both me and Fancy are hungry, so we're gonna go get a bite to eat. If you like what we do on this channel, be sure to like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when we make future content. You can also check us out at Epic Outdoors to see what else we have going on during the week. And you can also support us on Patreon, on our new Patreon account at Epic Outdoors. Till next time, guys, get off your butts, go play outside.